Today I would like to describe the basic tags of JSP coding. As we all know, JSP is basically embedding Java codes within HTML tags. So in order to perform that kind of coding, we need some support from the JSP technology, and that is basically done by using some scripting elements or tags. So now let's see what are the different tags of JSP coding. Basically, we can have 6 types of JSP tags. Like we can have directive tag, which is basically used for specifying translation time instruction to the JSP engine, and it is having a syntax like this. Then comes the declaration tag, which is basically used for declaring variables and defining methods. Then comes the scriptlet tag. It is basically used for embedding Java code within JSP. Then comes the expression tag. It is basically equivalent to out.println statement. So like you can place any variable over here, so that will be used for printing the, suppose the name of the variable is var, so it can be equivalently said that out.println within bracket var, that is a name of the variable. Action tag, it is basically used for providing some request time instruction to the JSP engine, so it is having the syntax like this. And lastly we can have some comment. Okay, now we will be moving to the demonstration part. So we'll be trying to demonstrate each of the 6 tags that I have specified here by using JSP coding. So I'll be starting with NetBeans 8.2. So I'll create a project here. So it is a web application project. Press next. So it is having the name web application 1. I'm pressing next. Glassfish server is the default server, application server being selected here. Then I'll press next, but here I am not selecting any 4 of these, so I'll be pressing finish here. So it will automatically be creating a structure for us. Okay, so now I would like to create a web page here. Say I would like to create a JSP code here. Say for example it is new JSP, that is the default name I am taking here. So I'm pressing finish. So first I will be removing the unnecessary part. It is basically the demonstration of JSP tags, so it will be the title. So it will be the heading also, like JSP tags. So instead of considering h1, suppose I am selecting here h3. So I'll be using h3, pressing save. Now I would like to press the content in the center, so it will be doing automatically for you. Now if I right click on it and press format, it will be automatically formatting the code. So I'm writing here, say basic JSP tags. So now I would like to demonstrate. So I will be using the comment tag. So it is basically all about JSP tags. It is basically a comment symbol or comment statement, you can say it. Now I would like to write Java code using the JSP tags that I have mentioned. So first I would like to use the page directive tag. Suppose I would like to print the system date and time. So for that I need java.util package, and what is the name of the class? The class name is date. So in that way I can have any kind of class or interface that is part of the standard Java packages. So it will be now available to my JSP program. Then I would like to use a declaration tag. So it is basically the declaration tag where I can declare variables and defines methods. Say I would like to print system and date and time. So that is my main objective here. So for that I have created a reference of the date class. Apart from that, I would also like to calculate the factorial value of the integer 10. Okay, so for that reason I will create two more variables. Say for example n is a variable that is basically representing the number for which we are going to calculate the factorial value, and then comes the variable that will be storing the result after calling the factorial function. So these are the variable declaration part. Then comes the method definition. So suppose I would like to define it recursively. That means I can have here a recursive function or method of the factorial function. So return type is int, argument type is also int. So just I am writing the logic here, simple logic. If n equal to 0, then just return 1, else return n into fact n minus 1. So it is the end of the method definition part. So by using the declaration tag I have declared variables and defined methods. So till now I have used three JSP tags. It is the comment tag, it is the directive tag. I have used here page directive, then comes the declaration tag. Then I will be writing some normal Java statements here. So for that reason I need the support of the scriptlet tag. So this scriptlet tag is basically used for embedding Java codes in JSP program. So now I can have a value of n here, and I can write here, say f equal to, the variable has been declared before in the declaration tag, fact n. Now I would like to initialize the reference variable d, which is of type java.util.date. So new date, Now suppose I would like to print the value of D, that will represent the system date and time, using an implicit object that is called out. The implicit object out is basically used for writing the result that has been generated by the application server back to the client. So it is basically a kind of networked IO. So for this we need some writer, so that is done by the out object, and we will be writing here out.println. So basically we will be showing here the system date and time. So it is basically system date and time. So if I now press format, it will be formatted. So now I would like to print the value of the factorial of the number n. So now I will be using HTML text and the expression tag, which is basically the equivalent of out.println. So I will be writing here factorial of, so it is now the expression tag. So it is showing the value of n is, so it is basically stored by the variable f that I have mentioned over here. So it is basically the factorial value of this variable, and it is the value that is being stored here. So n is basically 10. Now it is basically storing the result of the factorial method. So it is basically having the value that is being returned by the fact method. So if I am just trying to run this program, so I have to right click on it, press run file. So it will be basically showing it like basic JSP tags, system date and time, and factorial of 10 is the value has been shown. Okay, now suppose I have already mentioned that is it is having some special request time instruction to the JSP engine, and that will be done at the runtime. Suppose I would like to give one example of action tag here, that is called, say for example, say forward action tag, that I will be using over here. So now I will be creating another JSP page, say it is named test JSP. So again I will be eliminating the unnecessary part. So it is now used for calling this program. So I will be using the action tag here. So JSP colon forward. Then I would like to mention the page to which it will be forwarded. So suppose the name of the program here is new JSP.jsp. So if I am pressing here control space, it will be showing you the options. So I'm writing here new JSP.jsp. So now if I am running this program, just right click on it and selecting the option run file. So it is basically calling the program new JSP.jsp.